My dear brothers and sisters in Christ, we thank God for gathering us as one family, as one community of faith this Sunday. And this is a special Sunday for us Filipinos, not only in the Philippines, but I guess wherever we find Filipinos. That means in almost all parts of the world. For today, we, by a special grant of the Holy See, we are allowed to celebrate the feast of the Holy Child, Santo Niño, which is an important image of Jesus Christ for the faith and the mission of the Church in the Philippines. At natutuwa tayo, nandito po tayo sa chapel, sa church, dedicated to the Santo Niño, but with a special name, Santo Niño de la Paz, the Santo Niño of peace. And that is important, for the readings remind us there will be peace only when we allow Jesus, the child, to rule. There will be peace only if we imitate Jesus, the child. May napupuna po ako. Bagamat tayo mga Pilipino tuwan-tuwa sa mga bata, parang nagmamadali tayo na makagraduate sila sa pagkabata. Minamadali patandain ang mga bata. I don't know, no? Ngayon nga, no? Some parents, grandparents, send their children at the age of 3 already to some sort of, preschool, para raw pag 6 years old, marunong ng bumasa, marunong ng sumulat, they can compete with their peers, etc. No? Kaya kapag dating ng 80 anyos, nagsusuot ng spaghetti, nagbabata-bata, kasi tinatanda agad eh. And even in some cultures, they say you're 15 years old, and if you're still living with your parents, they say, is something wrong with you? Why are you not declaring independence? You should be out. Should be out. We cannot tolerate them anymore when they continue being children. But for me, maturity means you grow more and more into childlikeness. Yan ang tunay na mature na tao. Habang tumatanda ka, lalo kang nagiging bata. That's a test of maturity. And that's the maturity that contributes to peace. The childlikeness of Jesus. You know, Jesus as being a child was not limited to his early years. He remained a child. Even at the age of 30, at the age of 33, he was a child. He completed his mission at the advanced age of 33, but with the mind and heart of a child, eternally a child. Hindi dumating ang pagkakataon na si Jesus ay hindi na bata. Bakit? Lagi siyang anak ng Diyos. He never declared independence from his Father. He remained a child. Pero ang mundo, iba. That's why Jesus in the Gospel talks about the kingdom of heaven. And the norms of the kingdom of heaven are different from the norms of the kingdom of the world. The kingdom of this world dictates. Ganito ang mature, ganito ang independent, ganito, ganyan. Beware. Kapag yan ang kinakagat natin, baka palayo tayo ng palayo sa paghahari ng Diyos. Kasi ang kinakagat na natin, paghahari ng mundo. And look at what's happening to the world. Parang kulang ng peace. And in this chapel, we need to rediscover the maturity called childlikeness that we need in order to be agents of peace. In the Gospel, Jesus addresses the question of greatness in the kingdom of heaven. In the kingdom of this world, or the kingdoms of this world, how do we measure greatness? Nako ha, ang pagiging dakila. When the response comes from the first reading, from the prophet Isaiah. The prophet Isaiah describes a people walking in darkness. A people walking in darkness, in gloom. Bakit madilim? Because of slavery. Some people who pretend to be masters, and they oppress other people into slavery. That's a cause of darkness. Another thing that Isaiah pointed to was war, battle. Those who intimidate others by showing their might, showing their capacity to destroy. Manipulation, oppression, violence. Yan ang mga tatak ng greatness sa mundo. Kapag kaya mong tapakan ng iba, sasabihin nila, wow, galing mo ha. Big time ka. Kapag kaya mong manakot ng iba, dahil kaya mong bumaril, kaya mong manira, at nanginginig sila, sasabihin nila, big time ka ha. Takot sila sa iyo ha. Sindakan lang yan eh. Ganyan ang kalakaran ng mundo. At yan, nakakalungkot, yan ang aspiration ng iba. Ang babata pa nga, tinuturuan na ng self-defense. Marunong na, may isang bata na lumapit sa akala ko, hahanip ng kamay, naglaki, bata-bata pa. Ikaw bakit sila tinuturo ng magulang to be violent? The greatness of this world. Pati naman sa mga eskwelahan, bata pa tinuturuan na ng debate. Ang gagaling ng mga debate teams. Pero sabi ko nga, pati sa mga Catholic schools, meron ba tayong teams of dialogue? Year of dialogue ngayon. Pero pinagyayabang natin, the debate team of this Catholic school won top honors. Ayun! Kaya, mag-nobi pa lang, debate na ng debate. Pag-asawa, debate na ng debate. Nagpanik, debate na ng debate. Nagmadre, debate pa rin ng debate. Mamamatay na, nakipagdebate pa sa Diyos. Eh kasi, yun ang tinuro. Ba't kayo galit na galit na ako, tawa pa kayo ng tawa. Nakakatuwa itong piyesta eh. Parang pinamumukha sa atin, teka ba? Ano ba ang pinopromote natin? Greatness in the kingdoms of this world? Have we abandoned the greatness that we see in the child Jesus? He is the great one in the kingdom of heaven. And greatness in the kingdom of heaven is found in a humble child. Jesus says, unless you turn and become like children, you will not enter the kingdom of heaven. Whoever humbles himself or herself like this child is the greatest. But the humility of the child we find in Jesus. It is the humility of someone who totally depends on his Father. The humility of the Son of God, who did only what he sees the Father doing. Even when he did not understand what the Father was asking of him. But in the end, he would say, not my will, but your will be done. Unlike in the kingdoms of this world, my will, magpatigasan tayo ng will. But in Jesus, I do not understand your will, but your will, not mine. And even when he was already suffering, he even said, Father, into your hands I commend my spirit. The hands that in a way failed to protect him, failed to prevent the crucifixion, but the child still trusted in the Father. And Jesus says, ganyan maging dakila. Kaya nagkakagulo ang mundo, sabi ni Prophet Isaiah, ay dahil sa false greatness that leads to oppression, manipulation, intimidation, and war, violence. Pag tinanong natin si Isaiah, and how do we find peace? Anong sagot niya? A child is born to us. Prince of Peace, Father, Counselor, filled with the Spirit. We have a name for him, Jesus, the child, Santo Niño. The path to peace, obedience to God, humility, justice, okay. Pwede na akong magsimula ng homily. Sabi ng mga bata, siguro, matatapos na ako. With that understanding, ang pagiging child hindi nakadepende sa edad, kundi, yun nga sabi ko, sana habang nagmamature in age, just like Jesus, he matured in age, sana katulad niya, nagmamature din tayo in childlikeness. And one fruit of being a humble child, according to Jesus, is you not despise the little ones. As a child, I respect the little ones, the poor, the humble. Kapag nagpakababa ang isang tao, igagalang din niya, lalo na ang mga mabababa. At sabi ni Jesus, beware, kasi nakikita ng mga anghel ng mga pobre, ng mga minamaliit ang ginagawa natin sa kanila. At yan ay nakikita ng Diyos Ama. So Jesus united Himself as a child with the little ones. Diba sabi niya, when I was hungry, you gave me to eat. When I was thirsty, you gave me to drink. When I was naked, you clothed me. Jesus is present. Jesus, the child, the humble one, is present in the humble ones of the world. Kaya, it leads to solidarity. Ang dali-dali ko magsalita ng ganito, no po, madaling salitain. Pero may mga kapatid tayo, lalo na yung naapektuhan ng pagputok ng Vulkan Taal. Some of them, no, they don't know whether they could still go back to their homes. Yung kanilang mga farms, kung magiging productive pa. Right now, they are the ones who are experiencing the call to be little children. When you lose everything, can you still trust, put your trust in the Father? Nakakatuwa naman po ang balita, ang daming tumutulong. Kaya kanina, baka yung iba sa inyo naaalaala, 2 years ago, nagsimba rito, Feast of the Santo Niño, yung isang grupo from Spain, mga 14 of them who came from the town of tɑː́ggleɪ in Spain. Well, pangalan lang po yun. Hindi kami ang may-ari. Nagsimba sila dito. No? At kanina nagpadala sila ng mga messages. No? Hace 2 años, no? 2 years ago, we were there in the Philippines, no? To celebrate the Santo Niño. And we pray for the victims of those seismos, and the Vulkan Taal. Ang ganda sa Spanish, seismos, yung earthquakes, kaya seismology, ganyan. And sumagot naman ako, talagang nag-erupt ang Taal volcano, pero mas malakas ang erupsyon ng compassion and solidarity ng mga Pilipino. Malakas ang lindol, mas malakas ang lindol ng ating pag-ibig. Malakas ang eruption, mas malakas ang eruption. Hindi ng abo, hindi ng lava, but compassion. And how fitting that it happens during this feast. We are all children. In the end, we're all helpless. And so, we need to feel with our brothers and sisters who are helpless. Yun na lang po. So, let this celebration not just be parang a fun day. Let it be a day of really an examination. Where am I in my journey towards childlikeness? The journey to greatness, not according to the norms of this world, but according to the norms of Jesus, the kingdom of heaven. Tumahimik po tayo sandali at pagnilayan ang pagiging sanggol at bata ni Jesus.